When my parents split, neither fought for me. No custody, no calls, just silence. 15 years later, I inherited $1.3 million from my grandfather. Now they're crying about fairness and demanding I support their new families. I just said, funny, I don't remember being part of yours. I'm 28. When I was 12, my parents divorced in the county courthouse. I sat on a sticky leather bench outside while they argued about furniture and car payments for 2 hours. Not once did they mention me. The judge finally stopped them and asked, who's taking custody of the child? My dad looked at my mom. She looked at him. Then my mom shrugged and said, send him to your brother in Portland. He's stable. We both need fresh starts. That's when I realized I was optional. My uncle took me in. He wasn't rich, drove a 15-year-old Camry and worked night shifts at Boeing. But he gave me his spare bedroom, taught me how to cook scrambled eggs, and showed up to every parent-teacher conference for 6 years. My actual parents? Nothing. My dad moved to Arizona within 4 months, married a woman with twin daughters, and acted like he'd been born into a ready-made family. My mom bounced between boyfriends in Seattle. Every few years, I'd get a Facebook friend request from a new account. She'd comment on one photo. You look just like your uncle. That was it. I stopped waiting for them to remember I existed. I went to community college on a Pell Grant, worked 2 jobs, and eventually transferred to a state university, majored in accounting, graduated debt-free because I hustled, built a life from the scraps they left behind. Then, last April, my grandfather died. I kept in touch with him, lunch once a month, birthday cards with $50 checks. He was gruff, called my laptop that typing machine, but he never forgot me. When his lawyer called me in, I thought maybe I'd get a small keepsake. Instead, he left me everything. The house in Tacoma, his savings, investment accounts, a cabin in Eastern Washington I didn't know existed. After taxes, $1.3 million. I sat there staring at the paperwork. The lawyer said, he updated this will 8 months ago, made sure it was ironclad. Just your name, sole beneficiary. I cried in my car for an hour, not because of the money, because someone finally chose me. 3 days later, my dad's wife called. We'd met twice in 15 years. This time her voice was honey sweet. Honey, your grandfather always loved you so much. I'm sure you're already thinking about how to help your family with that blessing. Your dad's been laid off since March and the twins are both starting college this fall. Even just $4,000 a month would mean the world. I stayed silent. She kept going. You could set up a Zelle. Whatever's easiest. I finally said, I'm not comfortable with that. The sweetness vanished. You've always been so selfish. Always. I hung up. 2 days later, my dad called. First time since I was 12. No greeting. So you're really not gonna help us? You think sitting on a fortune while we drown makes you a good person? I said, I was 10 when you left. You never called. Not once. And now I owe you? He didn't respond to that. Just said, you're spiteful. Just like your mother said. I hung up again. Then my mom started her campaign. Facebook posts with baby photos of me. Captions like, I raised him alone for years. Sacrificed everything. Some people forget where they came from the second they get money. Her friends commented, you were such a good mom. He'll come around. Kids these days have no gratitude. She started a GoFundMe. Single mom, facing eviction after 30 years of sacrifice. Raised $200 in 2 weeks. Every word was a lie. She wasn't being evicted. She just wanted money. Then my half-sisters reached out. I'd never met them. The older one, 19, sent me a long message. Hey, big brother. I've always wanted to connect. Dad said it was complicated, but maybe this is the universe giving us a second chance to be a real family. My sister and I are both struggling with tuition. The younger one posted a TikTok. Her crying with text overlay. When your rich brother won't help you with college even though he just inherited $1.3 million. It got 47,000 views. Strangers messaged me calling me selfish. One woman sent a photo of her student loans. At least I'd use it to help others. Then yesterday happened. My parents showed up at my apartment together. I hadn't seen them in the same room since I was 12. My dad said, we need to talk about fairness. My mom added, family means sacrifice. You owe us. I let them in. Opened my laptop. Pulled up an email my grandfather sent me 8 months before he died. I'd read it 100 times. Now I read it out loud. Your father called me again yesterday. 3rd time this month asking me to add him to my will. Your mother emailed last week saying I should take care of my family. I told them both the same thing I'm telling you. You're the only one who visits without wanting something. You're the only one who asks how I'm doing instead of how much I'm worth. When I'm gone, everything goes to you. Don't let them guilt you. You earned this by simply being present. The room went silent. My dad's face went pale. My mom started crying, but it looked fake. I stood up. You had 15 years to be my parents. You chose not to. Now I'm choosing not to be your ATM. Get out. My dad tried to argue, started yelling about respect and obligation. I opened the door. Leave, or I'm calling the police. They left. My mom tried texting me that night. You'll regret this. I blocked both of them. Haven't heard from them since. Last week, my older half-sister messaged me again. Different tone this time. Dad kicked me out because I wouldn't help him sue you. Can we talk? We got coffee yesterday. Turns out she never wanted money. She just wanted a brother. Maybe some family you're born into, and some you choose.